Hello, everybody. My name is Benny, and welcome to the Fool's Apprentice. Today, oh my God, it's back again. Hashtag Saturday. It has been a while. It's been actually, I think, 2 weekends that I haven't done it. Oh, but guys, life is so busy. You know, I've mentioned it before. I'm in the process of selling my home and buying another home and packing and moving and doing showings. And then I got my work responsibilities. And then there's just all this stuff going on. And it's like, oh my God, how do I get my hashtag Saturdays in? How do I get my videos in? How do I do my interviews? And it's just been a lot. I've been really exhausted in the last week or so. So I've just taken some time off. And so I'm hoping I'm back, like back and doing all my videos, but we'll see. But it's another hashtag Saturday. And today we're going to do hashtag Living in Tarot by Kyra Getchell. I'll end up posting her original video below. I'm really excited about doing this one. I thought it was a really neat concept. Like looking at all this artwork, it's like, which ones would I want to live in? Like, and there was some that I thought I would want to live in. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to live in that one. You know, that would be really hard to live there. Or super like high maintenance to try to make it through that world. And then I picked some that I'm thinking, God, that one's pretty dangerous. But for one reason or another, these are the decks that I picked. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they were the ones that really stood out to me right off the bat. So let's see what I pick. Let's see how out of my mind I am. All right, I'm going to flip the camera over. One moment, please. And I am back. So I think this is a crazy pick, guys. I really do, but I love this deck so much. So I could have easily picked in the Tarot Volatile, but I'm thinking, oh my God, that was during the time where, you know, there wasn't like fresh running water and a toilet on the inside, and you had to fight wild animals you'd never seen before, and just all this craziness. And I'm like, that's just not who I am. I don't want to be on a ship for 3 months to get across the ocean. But the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, okay, I love. A lot of you may not know this, but I love horror movies. It's my thing. Anything horror. I even watch documentaries on serial killers. I find them fascinating. Granted, yes, it's horrible what they do, but it's just like wild that these people do what they do. But let me tell you, the Bohemian Gothic is a world that absolutely fascinates me. Just all these characters are so very unique. Like this guy, I probably wouldn't want to see this guy ever in my life. But needless to say, the fact that he's in this world makes life interesting, maybe. But all these characters, I just find them interesting. Like this, I'm assuming this is a vampire. He's creepy. But what I like about this world is this idea of fantasy, intrigue, suspense. Like around every corner. You just have to be on your toes on this. Like if I'm going down the road, I don't want to end up thinking like, let's go see what's inside that castle. Because that's not me. Me is like, yeah, that's a beautiful castle. Let's go. But it is a very intriguing world for me. I love the clothing. I like the surroundings, the scenery. I just think it's a very, very interesting place to live. I think like if I were in a time machine, I would want to go for like maybe a day in the day and at dusk get back in my time machine and come back home. But these are very, very intriguing people. And you know what? I just realized I don't think there's many people of color. So I'd be a minority amongst some minorities, because I think vampires are a minority, werewolves are a minority, zombies would be a minority, maybe not totally in this world, but the fact that there are other human beings is very, very interesting as well. But Another thing about this world, I feel it's a place where I could be anything I want to be. Like, I could be a vampire in this world or a werewolf. Wouldn't want to be a zombie. Oh, this is my favorite card in the sense of imagery and color. This is by far my favorite card. I just love how they've used the blue, red with the yellow in it, and the tones and the hues. But yeah, this is definitely a world where I would find myself intrigued to visit. Very, very much so. I would probably have a lot of anxiety while I was there, but I couldn't pass it up. I could not pass up the chance to live there. There's just no way. It's a place I would at least have to visit once. Okay. Next is something very much the opposite, the Spacious Tarot. One of the reasons that I think I really like, let me tell you, this deck was a complete and utter surprise for me. This is not a deck that I wanted. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, how does the Five of Swords mean the Five of Swords in this? Like, there's only a bird. And how is this the Fool? This doesn't make sense. How is this the High Priestess? And then the creator had it on sale. And so I said, well, I can't beat it, so let me get it. And I really, 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 really like this deck. There's a sunflower. We're not going to talk about the sunflower. But one of the things that I really like about this deck in the idea of wanting to live there, it feels like I'm the one that would be living each and every card. Like I'm the one that's walking away. I just love this. Like I'm the one that is having to be the person in the Five of Wands. It allows me to step in to the images on my own. And I really like that. I also like the fact that it allows my imagination to kind of fill the rest of the card. Like with the Hermit, the idea that I could see the Hermit the way I see the Hermit and visualize that image in my mind into the card, which I think is a really, really fascinating idea. Because this deck, this world allows me to kind of build it as I walk into each and every space. I think that's really, really cool. And so definitely would want to live in this world. Definitely would be able to create my own world within a world. I just think this is really, really a fascinating deck. And I'm really glad I got it. Like, look at the Five of Pentacles. Oh, that is so beautiful. And I can see myself walking behind this wolf. Just trudging along, barely making it, holding on to the idea that there is a silver lining out there somewhere. But very cool, right? That idea. I think it's a very cool idea. Y'all don't have to. Y'all can go, oh my God, Benny, that's so dumb. And I'd be like, well, that's okay. It's my choice. It's my world. All right. Really, really. I mean, I thought that this is actually a pretty neat thing. Okay. Now the Hardscape. Oh my gosh. This is a very beautiful deck. Now, I know people sell this for hundreds of dollars. Hundreds mean $200 or $300. I'm going to tell you, look at the gilding on that. Just be patient. They come out and do a new drop every once in a while. It's worth the wait. But this world feels like a dream to me. Like this is a place where dreams can come true. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That magician card feels magical and hopeful and exciting and just like a beautiful experience. each image has like a story that you could play in. I just think it's really amazing, like the idea of how your imagination could run wild. This feels like a storybook that could come alive. This deck is very awe-inspiring to me. And I love that there's a lot of different types of scenery, different types of animals and people. Like this, I will say, this is one of my favorite Sun cards. I just think that is such a happy card. Very beautiful. I love it. It makes me feel like it's like the first day of summer and you're going to want to go fly a kite or go to the swimming pool, even though I don't like to go swimming. But, oh, look at this Ten of Swords. That's powerful. Look at the Two of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. It's like, this could also be like walking into an art gallery and just spending the day there. You pack your lunch. You take a couple of drinks because it's cheaper than buying stuff there. You sit on a bench and you just find your favorite painting and you sit there and you just enjoy the artwork, allowing your imagination to run wild. That's a beautiful Three of Pentacles. I don't think there's a card in here that I really don't like. Like every card feels like a vacation. Ooh, that sounds delicious. A vacation. With this card right here, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I really love this. I think this is amazing. I just love that. But definitely a world. Oh, I could just sit here with this deck. I got to keep this deck out and use it more. But what a lovely world to live in. That talk about a polar opposite to the Bohemian Gothic. Like, I think I would go to the Bohemian Gothic world. Then when I have enough stress, I'd go to the Hardscape Tarot. Another one that would be interesting to live in would be Tarot of the Abyss. Oh, can you imagine living in a world being colorblind? But I just love this world. One of the things that I like about this deck is that there just seems to be a lot of emotion, which allows you to tap into your feelings a lot. So I love the depictions. I love the world. The world feels very exciting here. Very down to earth. This deck feels very, very earthy. This is one of my favorite hangmans. And then the guidebook, amazing. I think this is an underappreciated deck. I think when it first came out, people probably like swooned over it, but it's probably kind of lost its luster as it's been out. But it's still a very powerfully emotive deck that I would like to live in. And the thing is that you're provided a lot of different people and places where you could interact with people. Like, me, I love talking to people. These are all people I feel like I could have a real sit-down conversation with. Like, I could actually be a person in the little village or town, and I would just write a newspaper. Oh, I love this. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I love that the heart is involved in this Three of Swords. I could write a newspaper doing little stories about the people that live in my village, highlight their businesses, what they do on their daily lives. But this definitely is a world I would want to live in. That's, wow. Oh, look at the King of Wands. Wow. The Six of Cups. Yeah, I don't think there's a place you couldn't go and find a story. And I love that I see some people will color certain things, like they'll color the water or they'll color the eye. I find that very, very intriguing. I would like to do something like that, but I'd probably ruin it because I'm not an artist. But yeah, definitely a world that I think would allow me to tap into getting to know people, like really getting to know people. I think because everybody in here seems to have a story that I would want to know. So Tarot of the Abyss, definitely a place I want to visit. Okay, guys. The Drifting Moon Tarot by Lee White. You can follow him on Lee White, ILLE, on Instagram. He is currently working on a full tarot deck, and some of the images he's posted are amazing. Oh, look at this world. Wow. These are characters that I find intriguing. It's like living in a fairy tale, this deck for me. Like I would be some odd prince that like the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. I'd be that kind of character in here. You know, Alice in Wonderland has a little bit of that feel. But these are very quirky characters, people, animals. This is a place that feels Cat in the Hat-ish as well. Just, you know, just oddball people. People who, you know, just don't necessarily fit anywhere else, so they come together in this world. And that's definitely something that I could relate to, you know, not being able to fit in until I found my own tribe. There's a sense of folklore and a sense of ritual with this mystery. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful place. One of the reasons I think I would want to live here is because I'm a very visual person. Aesthetics are really important, you know, like with color and stuff. And this place fulfills that for me. This is a kind of place where I wouldn't want to stay at home because I'd want to explore the world and all its mysteries. I just love that idea. Look at this. You know, it's a Hierophant. It feels a little bit like the Hermit, but you got the book, you got the key. So definitely look at these. Look at these rabbits. Those are adorable. Adorable ghosts. I mean, a very intriguing world. Be patient for the transformation that is to come. Oh, gosh. Definitely visually striking. Definitely a place that would prevent me from staying at home because it is a world to be explored. That's definitely. But I'm looking for. He's going to have a Kickstarter. I have no doubts about it. So that is another world I would want to visit, the Drifting Moon Tarot. Okay, I got two more. Oh, the Green Glyphs Tarot. I love the simplicity of this deck. I like the positive energy that it brings. I've used this deck only a few times, but it's hard for me not to like this deck. I just think it's a stunning deck. I like the minimal color palette. I like how muted it is. I like all the open space. This is a place, I think, where it feels very a place where you could like relax. Nobody takes themselves too seriously. It's like a very easy breezy kind of life. You make life what it is. You know, you got a to-do list, but there's no rush to get the to-do list done. That's what this place feels like. It feels like a place where I could just stay on the couch until I'm ready to get up and participate in life. I like how the story is very clear in this. Look at that. very playful. This place feels very safe, unlike the Bohemian Gothic. It feels like a very, very safe place where, you know, you'll probably die of old age. Nothing out there is going to kill you. Seems like everybody's like, it feels like that old town feeling where everybody knows everybody. You have a hard time and people show up for you. You know everybody's name. I love that we have 2 men, 2 women. We have gender fluidity in this. Just love it. Beautiful. Now, is it my favorite place that I would want to probably live in? Probably not. Ooh, I should answer that by the time I leave. Like, if I could only choose one place, what place would that be? Ooh, if I remember, I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna tell you. So that's the Green Glyphs Tarot. Yeah, just a very easy breezy, safe place to live. Okay, the last one is the Silver Acorn Tarot. This is a fun deck. Very fun deck. Like, I love all these animals in here. I think they're fun. It's very interesting. You know, when I think of living here, I think I can imagine myself as a cartoon character. And I think my energy, my essence actually kind of matches the energy of this deck. I think that's why I think I like this deck. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it seems like everybody has a role to play in this deck. It feels like people like each other, like people would like me in here. Like, I just love how approachable each card feels. And how it doesn't take itself too seriously, which I think is really, really me. But everybody's got a job to play. Everybody. Isn't this a fun deck? And I love the cardstock on this. The cardstock is amazing. And it's not too shiny, which is great. Even the serious decks have some kind of whimsy to it. Look at Judgment. Let's see. Knight of Swords. Let's see. Let's look at, look at this. I love that. I love this Five of Pentacles. You just want to help them. You just want to be there for them. You want to open the door. You want to provide them with warmth and comfort. I mean, this deck is just, it warms me from the inside out. I love it. I could live here. So those are the decks that I think I would want to live in. So the question is, if I could only choose one deck to live in, I already know which one it is. I already know. And I think to your surprise, it is not the Bohemian Gothic. I think I would want to live in the Hardscape Tarot. Yeah. I think this is where I would want to live if I could only live in one place. And I wasn't allowed to go anywhere else. Because there are so many places you can go here. So many different types of experiences. Like, this is an adventure of a lifetime. Yeah. This is definitely the world that I would want to live in. Because, you know, every time you step into one of these places, you're going to have a very different experience. You're going to be able to experience a plethora of emotions. You know, visually, they're all very different in how they make me feel. I think the stories that each one of these would have. Like, this in itself looks like an adventure. This looks like you're going to go on an adventure. This looks like you need to rest from the adventure that you just came from. This is thinking beyond what a world could be like outside of my own. I mean, it's just, I just love it. You know, the next life and what that adventure will entail. Oh, wow, that, God, you know, you put these cards up and then you kind of forget about them because you're working with something else. And then I bring them out with these videos. And then all of a sudden, I'm all excited again and I want to use them. It feels like I just got it. All right, let me flip the camera over and I'll have some parting words, guys. Okay, I'm back. Oh my God, what an intriguing hashtag. I didn't pack up my my decks and put them in storage because I was afraid some kind of damage would occur. So I have them all boxed up under my bed in a closet. So I had to go and look through all of them. And those are the ones that really struck me right off the bat. I didn't sit and think about it too long. But, oh my God. I think there's a little bit of a theme when it comes to the happy, easy breezy kind of ones, like the Drifting Moon and the Silver Acorn. And I would say even the Spacious Tarot. But then there are other ones that feel very like serious and heavy, like the Tarot of the Abyss and the Bohemian Gothic. That feels, I think the one that really feels like very on its own, very different, it is the Hardscape Tarot. It's just a world that has no bounds, it seems. And so for me, that is like the perfect fit. As much as I love the Bohemian Gothic, the Heartscape Tarot definitely wins. It's an easy choice for me. Well, I hope you enjoyed this hashtag. I am back. And until next time, my name is Benny, and I am the Fool's Apprentice. Bye, guys.